What up, guys? Connor here, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to make long note chromatic scales like this one right here. So as you can see here is a long chromatic scale that I made, all that. You guys are wondering how can you do the same thing? It's pretty simple. You can just do it here. You don't need any other app. So to start off, you're going to want to record some samples right here. I already recorded two that we're just going to use. You can also use Audacity for this if you guys have it. So, one sec. Anyways, you're gonna want to save the samples. You don't have to save the entire sample, just a portion of the sample that you want. So export audio, and for this, you're gonna want to create a folder for this. So just you're gonna create a folder for this. New folder, test, and then you're gonna. Yes, you can name your sample. One. You're gonna name it by number. So one, and selection. Let me just save the second. As you can see here, we're gonna name this one 2. Now that we have both samples, what you're gonna do is you're gonna open up FL Studio. You're gonna drag the samples here. Make sure they're loud, because you're gonna need Newton for this, so make sure that they're loud. Your See, we have the sample here. You're gonna click where it says Edit in Pitch Corrector. Click that. So you can see here the sample's already loaded. What you're gonna do, you can slice the sample if you prefer. That's what I usually do. Then once you have the sample sliced, you can adjust these as well. It's most recommended to adjust these if you want to, but that's on you. Then you're gonna grab this sample and you're gonna stretch it out to make the long note sound. You can stretch it out as far as you want, but that's recommended as well. But then again, that's your choice. So we're gonna stretch the living hell out of this until it's normal. So what you're gonna do, pictures here. You can also use Edison to record if you're a trial user. I'm going to use Edison right here and record the sample right here. 6 seconds is recommended, by the way. But once here we have the sample here, you're gonna Control A, click here where it says the file, save sample as, go to your target folder, 1.wave, replace it, and then you can do the same thing with the second sample. Again, make sure it's loud enough for Newton to read. Make sure it's loud enough for Newton to read. If it doesn't show like the slice mark, you can stretch it out a little bit, just in case. With the slice tool, and then once again, you can stretch the sample out if you prefer. Or you could also do this. But this is more recommended. So take a look here. Okay. Okay. Now that the sample's stretched out enough, let's go back and okay, once again, we're gonna apply Edison for this. Again, 6 seconds is at least recommended, but you could like do more. You can record it for a little bit longer if you like. Okay, save sample as 2. Now that you have your 2 samples, you're gonna go here where it says the chromatic generator, the chromatic scale generator. This is the plus version, by the way. I will leave the link to the official chromatic scale generator, but for this one, usually in the real one, you set it as C2, but since I have the plus version, I set it to C1. Range is how many scales you want it to be. So for this one, I guess I'll leave it to 40. The sample gap is that the samples will be spaced from each other. Oh, right here, the sample folder. So you're gonna go to you're gonna click where it says browse, then look for your folder. Once you have it, click select. You can also randomize samples if you want to, but that's on you. But anyways, if you have your stuff done, you can click generate chromatic. Now just give it some time. Okay. Usually it's done when the generate chromatic button is like blinky. See, as you can see, it's already done. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your target folder and it should have a .wav file titled chromatic. Then what you're gonna do, you can either plug it in on Edison so you can modify the samples, or you can open here on SliceX. Just make sure the auto dump button is off. Chromatic, as you would see, make it a little louder by normalizing it. And you're gonna click this little regions tool, auto slice and dull auto slicing. Check for unnecessary markers just in case. Like mine should have at least 40 marks. You see the chromatic's already made. Now that your chromatic's made, you can either rename it. I'll just name it test. And then you can save it if you want. Once again, that's how you make long notes. Let's just test it in an FLP. Which FL? Let's see here. I guess I'll test it with this the song "Shooting Star" from the SpongeBob Parodies mod.